Okay, so good morning and welcome back everyone. I'm your natural English coach Nagi and it's time for this week's lesson. So the first thing that you might have noticed is that my screen looks a little different. The layout is a little different. I finally figured out some issues with my camera and stuff like that. So hopefully the new layout looks a little bit better. You can also see that I have a new web page linked below on the little title card there. Right now you can see it. So if you are interested or you know anybody else that is interested in private coaching, please send them to that web page. So anyway, let's take a look at what we have for today. Here's our word or phrase that will start this lesson. How would you say this phrase? Try it now. The phrase is head out. Head out. So what does that mean? It's a little bit strange when you say it. Head out. Does that mean that you put your head out of somewhere? Not really. So the meaning of head out means to leave some place. So it's kind of a casual way of saying I'm about to leave. You can say I'm about to head out somewhere. All right, so here are a couple of questions for you. What do you say to someone when you head out? So there's a lot of different things that people can say. For example, of course, in Japan, it's natural to say something like "itekimasu," right? In English, there's not just one set phrase that everybody uses. There's several different things. So think about what would you say when you head out somewhere? Answer now. All right. The second question is, when you head out, do you leave immediately or do you take your time? So there are different kinds of people. Some people, when they say, I'm heading out, for example, they leave immediately. But there are other people who, when they leave someplace, especially if it's like a friend's house or someplace else, they will not really leave immediately, but maybe they will stay and talk or they'll do something else. So what about you? When you head out, do you leave immediately or do you take your time? Go ahead and answer now. All right. So let's look at our conversation for this week's lesson. As usual, I will let you read the line first, and then I will read it, and you can listen to the pronunciation and the cadence, and then you can read it again. So let's start by reading the top red line. Go ahead and do that now. Okay. You just put your shoes on. Are you taking off so soon? Taking off. So to take off, of course, makes it sound like you're taking off your shoes, right? That's another way we can use the phrase take off. However, the phrase take off here means to leave, very similar to the phrase head out. They both can be used in the same way. So go ahead and try that sentence again. Okay, good. Now go ahead and try the top blue sentence. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm running late, so I need to be out of here in 5 minutes. So you probably know the phrase running late by now. It's a very common, useful phrase when you're explaining that you are late to go somewhere. I'm running late. And then our second phrase of this sentence, I need to be out of here in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or an hour, basically any amount of time. But you use this phrase to tell somebody that what your limit is, that after this amount of time, you have to leave immediately. So go ahead and try this sentence one more time. Okay, good. Now let's go and say the bottom red sentence. Go ahead and try that one now. Okay. I see. It looks like you've got somewhere to be. You've got somewhere to be. So in this case, this phrase just means, oh, you have to go to a certain place. I've got somewhere to be. Try this sentence again. Okay, good. Now go ahead and try the final blue sentence at the bottom. Okay. Yes, sorry to head out early. Let's catch up some other time. So, as we already talked about head out in the previous slide. So if you head out early, that means that you leave someplace earlier than you expected to, or before the time that you originally planned to leave, right? Let's catch up some other time. Of course means that I will contact you later, or we will talk at a later time. Go ahead and try the sentence again. All right, now let's take a look at these 5 phrases. The first one that we read first is, of course, to take off. Like I said, another common meaning for this phrase is to take off clothing. Usually take off shoes or shirt or basically anything. But of course, it's also used to mean to leave someplace. It's a pretty casual phrase, similar to head out. So in this case, you wouldn't really use it with in a very formal situation, but it's very common among just everyday use. So let's go ahead and try the top sentence now. Okay. I've got work early in the morning, so I've got to take off. So in this case, this person is staying or meeting with maybe their friends or their family or something like that. And because they have to go to work early in the morning, they have to go leave so they can get some sleep. Try this sentence again. Okay, now go ahead and try the second sentence down below. Okay, why are you taking off now? The party has just started. So in this case, the person who is speaking is talking to somebody who is leaving early, perhaps. And they're saying, why are you taking off now? So why are you leaving now? Go ahead and try this sentence again. All right, let's look at our next phrase. Here we have running late, to run late for something, or to just be running late in general, which means that you're just behind your schedule that you have decided on previously. So go ahead and try this sentence, first sentence now. Okay. He overslept, so now he's running very late for school. Overslept. So now he's running very late for school. Go ahead and try this sentence again. Okay. Now go ahead and try reading the second sentence down below. Okay. Even when I check my watch, I always seem to run late for everything. Even when I check my watch, I always seem to run late for everything. Go ahead and try this sentence again. All right. Here's a sort of a longer phrase that we use. Need to be out of here in a certain time. So where the X is, you will say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you can also say, I need to be out of here right now if you need to leave immediately, right? So go ahead and try the first line, the top line. Okay. Can we wrap up this meeting early? I need to be out of here in 10 minutes. All right, try this one again. Okay, now go ahead and try the bottom line. Okay. I need to be out of here in an hour, so I can't stay for dinner. Try it again. All right. Now let's look at our next phrase. Got somewhere to be. So this can also be I have somewhere to be, but I got somewhere to be is a little bit more casual. Although technically some people might not say that it's grammatically correct, but it's something that you will hear people say all the time. So I have somewhere to be or I've got somewhere to be. Go ahead and try the first sentence now. Okay. She's running very fast. She definitely got somewhere to be. She's definitely got somewhere to be. Try this sentence again. All right. Now let's look at our bottom sentence. Try saying our bottom sentence now. Okay. Do you have somewhere to be, or can you stay and chat a while? Do you have somewhere to be, or can you stay and chat a while? Try this one again. All right, let's move on to our final phrase of the week, head out. Again, this is the same kind of meaning as to, well, what was our first one? Do you remember that one? To take off, right? Take off and head out are the same kind of meaning and used in a similar way. So go ahead and read the top sentence now. Okay, I need to head out before 10 p.m. so I can get to bed early tonight. Go ahead and try it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the second sentence down below. Okay, I'd like to head out early tonight so I can meet up with my friend. I'd like to head out early tonight. Try this sentence again. All right. So now we have our conversation again. Can you remember which phrases we use where? Let's find out. Go ahead and read that top red line. Okay. You just put your shoes on. Are you taking off so soon? Are you taking off so soon? Try this one again. All right. Now go ahead and try the top blue lines. Top blue lines now. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm running late. So I need to be out of here in 5 minutes. That's a pretty long phrase to remember all the words to. I need to be out of here in 5 minutes. Try this line again. All right. Now go ahead and try the bottom red line. Okay. I see. It looks like you've got somewhere to be. You've got somewhere to be. Try this one again. All right, and now try the bottom blue line. All right. Yes, sorry to head out early. Sorry to head out early. Let's catch up some other time. Try this one again. All right, nice job. Now we've got some questions. So these questions are all based around the vocabulary and the phrases that we learned today. So hopefully you can try to use them in your answers, or you can just answer your own opinion on related topics. So let's check out the first question. If you're at a party, when do you usually head out? Try and answer this one now. Okay, so remember one of our first questions that we looked at today, whether you head out immediately or you take your time. So maybe if you're at a party, maybe you're the kind of person who likes to leave early. Or maybe you're the kind of person who likes to hang around for a long time and maybe keep talking to people even after you decided to head out, right? So any of those choices can be a good answer. Let's look at the second question now. The second question is, what do you do when you're ready to take off? So it's a little bit similar to the first question. But the first question is, when do you usually head out? And this was, what do you do, right? So what actions do you take, or what habits do you have when you're ready to leave someplace and take off? Try answering this question now. Okay, so for example, when you're about to take off, when you're about ready to take off, maybe you say goodbye to the people you're visiting, or maybe you check to make sure you are not forgetting anything that you brought, right? Or maybe you are making plans with the people to meet up again. So there's lots of different things that you can do before you take off, or when you're ready to take off. Let's try question number 3. How often do you have somewhere to be during the day? Try answering this question now. Okay, so some of you are probably very busy. Maybe you have somewhere to be almost the whole day, right? Whether it's work or visiting school or visiting friends or, going back home to your family. So some people have got somewhere to be all the time. Maybe some of you are not so busy, so you only have somewhere to be like maybe once or twice during the day. Or maybe it changes a lot depending on your schedule. Okay, let's look at the next question. Do you usually leave places on time or later than when you mean to? So the second part of this question is a little bit tricky. Later than when you mean to. So if you mean to leave someplace, it means that you have a set time that you have decided to leave. So if you can say, I mean to leave at 2 o'clock, that means I have decided that I want to leave at 2 o'clock, right? But if you leave later than when you mean to leave, maybe you leave at 2:30, right? So This question is about your habit. What's your answer? All right. So some people are very punctual, which means that they always leave on time and they always arrive on time. However, I think that's not the majority of people, right? There are some people who can be punctual, but not everybody. So there are many times when you might leave places later than when you mean to. Let's try our final question now. How often do you find yourself running late during the week? Try answering this now. All right. So I expect that most people can say that they find themselves running late at least once a week, probably twice or maybe even more. There are some people who basically never stop running late. They're always running late for something, at least a little bit. And that's just how it is. All right. So now our last part, as usual, is to review our previous week's lesson. Again, if you haven't really practiced it or you forget it, you're always welcome to pause this one and then go back and check your answers before trying this. So let's look at number 1. Go ahead and read number 1 now. Okay. I wish some good luck would come my way. Remember that last week we were practicing that neutral, what we call schwa sound. It's not daku, it's l, luck. And it's not kamu, it's come, right? They're both flatter, shallower sounds. Try this sentence again. Okay, now go ahead and try number 2. Okay, the girl looked very cute and pure in the photo. Cute and pure. This one is about that hidden Y sound in some English words. Cute and pure. Try this one again. Okay. Go ahead and try number 3 now. Okay. Please attune the radio to the correct station. So this was our third pronunciation point from last week, is that when you have words that have the letters T and U next to them, it's sometimes when you're speaking English through Japanese, it's more, it feels more natural to say achu, a tune. But really, if you're speaking American English, you want to say tu, a tune. Try this one again. Okay, so next one is number 4. Go ahead and try number 4 now. All right, that country has a very good reputation. That country has a very good reputation. Try this one again. All right. And finally, number 5. Try number 5 now. Okay, you can hear a tune coming out of that tube. The tune out of the tube. Try this one more time. All right, nice job. So, good job this week, as usual. And as usual, please make sure that if you enjoyed the videos and found them useful to like and comment and subscribe as well, because all those things helps me know how to make more useful content for you in the future. Also, if you ever want to leave a comment either on the live stream or on one of my previous videos, I can see it and then give you some advice or correct your English if you're interested in that. So yeah, besides that, we'll see you next week.